on YouTube.
All right.
Don't forget to start recording as
And
well.
I'll start recording right now.
I have to give Austin compliments. He keeps us on track. He makes sure we don't mess up, and he's very patient with us. That's probably one of your best attributes. And if I might just tell a little quick story, I talked to Austin about a half an hour ago, and it sounded like the kids were winning at his house. And I pictured him up on the counter with the top of a trash can lid as a shield, because from the way it sounded over there, he was losing. But his patience is amazing. So I'm sure you're a good dad.
There are days though, but just like everybody.
All right.
Okay. Let me just switch my name really quick to SVS Learn, and then we'll get going, or from SVS Learn to Jake. And then we'll get this party started.
All right. People are still coming in.
There we go. Okay. Let me share the screen here. Let's see, desktop one. Welcome to Critique Arena. Welcome to Critique Arena number 37. This episode is Storm, and boy, did we get some stormy entries. That's for sure. Let me pull up my layers here. We'll bring it over here.
Yeah, some really fun entries this time. Lots and lots of hard work and lots of creativity.
Yeah. Before we get into that, though, here's our announcements. Austin, you want to take that away?
Yeah, so just real quick, we have a new course coming out. It's called Building Backgrounds with Characters by Will Terry. So that will be coming out in the next week or so. So just kind of be watching your email for that. Then one big thing is this month is basically summer vacation for SVS Learn. And so we don't have a prompt for this month, but we do have the prompt up for July, which is Rabbit Road Race. So feel free to go check that out. We're trying to make the prompts as helpful as possible. So I highly recommend you go to the Critique Arena website, go to current challenges and read that prompt. It's got a lot of great information in it. So check that out, and even has suggestions for 2 courses you could look at to help you prepare to do the assignment. So check that out. One thing that there's 2 things that we want to just tell you about that we're kind of changing. One of them is we're going to move from the 2nd Thursday of the month to the 3rd Thursday starting in August. And the reason for that is just, it's a real quick turnaround when we only have a week and a little bit to get everybody's stuff uploaded and judge everything, put all the stuff together. So we're moving to the 3rd Thursday of the month just to make it a little bit easier on our team to get everything done and prepared. So just be aware of that for August. We'll be moving from the 2nd to 3rd. And then the last one is we've been doing a featured student on the blog for a while now. And we've decided we're going to be changing the format of that up a little bit. And specifically, the big thing is we're planning to just do a quick little share of the featured student on Critique Arena starting in August. So if you get featured, we'll be starting just a really short segment where we just show a couple pieces and share a little bit about you. So we want to highlight our students, and we feel like this is a really good form to do that in, that a lot of people get to watch and get to see. The recordings up on YouTube. So yeah, that's it for announcements.
Cool.
All right.
Now, we don't want to see people submitting art with the theme of summer vacation because, well, you could do that if you want. That's not the prompt. We are actually going. We're actually taking a break. So just FYI. All right.
Sorry if that was not a little confusingly written, but yeah.
I think it's clear enough. Okay, let's get right down into our honorable mentions first. And we have 5 of them to share here. And this first one, I just want to point out, I was out of town last week on a camping trip. So it was up to Lee and Will to pick our top 16 today. And so when I saw what they had picked, I had some disagreements. I had some pushback on some of them, but I have to respect their decision. And personally, I would have moved this one to the top 16. That said,
You have to respect us, Jake.
I got to respect it.
How does that
and,
feel?
And you guys do have legitimate reasons for making this an honorable mention. You want to talk about that, Will?
Yeah, we really like this one, and we felt that the drawing on this, on the architecture on the house, didn't really feel like a real house, and so but it relied on that for the concept. Also, we really felt like the textures in the background were really distracting. It's so busy that there wasn't any relief through the painting. You got little drawing everywhere, and then really kind of lack of focal point. And just overall, we it was a tough one. And look, you guys, it's never easy picking the top 16. Really, it seems like, if I had to guess, there's always a top 20 to 30 illustrations that really catch our eye. And unfortunately, we have to whittle down out of those. But that's one of the reasons why we're showing you this, is because any that make it into that top, let's say 20 or 16, you could make an argument for why they should be in the top 16. Or did I say top 20 or 30? Could easily be in the top 16. So
yeah. And so then, so
really good
what I
one.
would do here with this, just to show you, like, play with the silhouette a little bit, have like, these clouds going back like that, and then go in and make your lightning like really bright like that, and then you have all the little lighting rods on here. You just want to work with the silhouette like that right there. Already makes it a little bit easier to see than that.
A lot of the entries this time, some of them had, especially in these honorable mentions, they had good ideas, a lot of them, but they didn't pull it off.
The thing I love about illustrations like this, Will, is that like this would be a good illustration for a puzzle. Or for
really
almost like if you had a book of 32 illustrations like this, would be like all these cutaways. It'd be like a Where's Waldo type of thing, and it's like, let's go to the monster house, let's go to the the fantasy house, let's go to the sci-fi house. That would be a cool children's book. This would be a perfect illustration for something like that. But again, remember these silhouettes. Okay, next
nice
one.
drawing, Valerie. This one, boy, we loved this one. But we were confused by the lights. Lee thought that it was an alien, and I was like, no, I think that's just the house lights.
If you zoom out, it looks like, when I saw it small, I thought that was an owl. I thought it was an owl, like in the darkness, looking at a dog.
And so, if this one had, more story, where we don't know if maybe there's a window and there's a little girl looking out, like, I want to come out. Maybe she's looking over her shoulder, like, can I sneak out and let the dog in? Maybe she's sneaking out to get the dog, or in the act of taking it off the leash to lead it inside. Something more story that made sense, and also not the confusing part of those lights. Are you drawing an owl?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. This one was great. Just really nice painting, but we've got it. The concept has to be clear, and for us to put it in the 16, we're really looking for clearly defined visual
need
stories.
to like show this is a house right here. This is a door right here. You can barely see any of that, right?
Yeah.
That's a roof. I think that's reflecting in a window. It's so dark. It's hard to tell. But like, we were talking about earlier, it's like you got 90 yards. You just needed to go the 10 extra yards to get over the finish line, right?
Yeah, I was telling Jake before we started. Yeah, this is one of those where you see the runner run it back from the end zone all the way to the 1 yard line, only to be tackled. So no touchdown,
Right.
But almost.
All right. Lee Marie's.
Yeah, this one was nice. We like the style. We just felt like the story wasn't interesting enough. Like, yeah, it's a girl taking pictures of the storm, but what else? Like, why? What's happening? Is there any conflict? And again, if you guys didn't listen to our critique arena a couple months ago, where we took time to just go over storytelling, the story is the most important thing for us, an interesting story. If it's just linear, like it's like, and maybe I'll take this time to say, Lee and I, when we were picking these, we said, it's a shame that we can't just record us as we're picking these, because we were being brutally honest and we were saying things that we felt would be offensive on one hand, but would also be very direct, and also very, like, the amount of learning that would happen if we were to show the recording of that session, if we had recorded it, would be
Just
better than
the
critique
session
arena.
where we pick the top 16 every
Is
month
better than what we're going to give you right now in critique
it's
arena.
brutal, you guys.
Yeah.
It's
But I'm like,
brutal.
on this one, I'm like, and take this, don't take this the wrong way, Lee Marie, please don't. But it's like, I don't care. And the reason I don't care is because there's nothing more than a person taking a picture of a storm, which if you just say those words, and I was telling Lee, if I said, hey guys, guess what? I just saw a car drive by my window. And then you're waiting for what's more, right? What's
and then
more?
what?
Nothing. That's it. A car just drove by my window. And that's really what Critique Arena is. Everyone that participates in Critique Arena is saying, guess what I have?
Yeah.
And here it is. Okay. And for this one, it's a girl taking a picture of lightning.
Guess what? There's a picture of a girl taking a picture of lightning.
Yeah. And
it's such a good way to put it.
And it's well done. That's the thing. It's very well done.
Very well done.
And so there's the art side, but there's the concept side. And so you guys so many of you are doing really good on the art side, and you want to be rewarded, and we want to reward you, but it's got to have the story side as well.
The story.
So.
All right. This one, was another one where we're like, it's so close, but it just doesn't have.
Well, I love this idea.
Yeah, I love the idea.
I wanted
sunshine is beating storm.
This is where I wanted the execution to be a little bit better.
Yeah.
In the drawing and in the rendering, and we could go through all the things, but this has the opposite problem. It has a good idea. I think it's fun that the wrestler's name is Storm, and I would imagine the other wrestler's name is Sunshine, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Did you see there's a new comic coming out called Do a Power Bomb? It's a wrestling comic. And there's an image that I think I'm just going to show you. I'm going to pull it up if I can find it here. It's a comic cover. This will show you one thing that I think would have improved this one. I know it's a lot of work, but not drawing blobs in the background, but drawing people. And man, let me see here. Do a power bomb cover art. And hold on, I got it right. I found a small
better be
one.
Good. This is a good lead up.
I know. Better be good. Better be good. Okay.
Yeah, Christopher says crowds are hard and tedious, and they really are. They really are.
Yeah. Why didn't that not load on there? Where is it?
I saw it for a split second.
Oh, there it is. Well, it's small, but you can kind of get the idea. So it's really crunchy, but they went in and they drew every one of the faces in the background. Wow. And then this character was silhouetted on it. It's just striking, you can even tell in this grainy version of it that it's a little more striking. So just something to think about.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about that.
No, that's great. This one is so professional. Okay. This was so close to being in. This is whoever.
Well, really quick. I found a big one.
There you go. That's
So you
nice.
could see here, like they took it as an opportunity. You could see the full thing as to like, let's, imagine in the animal one, you're drawing all different kinds of animals in the background. Guarantee if you had done that with, this bright colored silhouettes in the foreground, it would have made it, would have won
Yeah.
Critique Arena.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Go
Because
back
that
to
was
this.
a great idea. This one is publishable, and I hope Patricia's getting work. We felt like in a story, this looks like it's part of, a sequential image story. There
Mhm.
are the action pieces, they're the exciting pieces with emotion.
Yeah.
And while this has some emotion, it's also, we just felt like there wasn't enough story happening here. So, and you guys could make an argument that it does have enough, and you'd probably be right. I mean, like when you make the top 20, which this one did, it could have easily been in the 16.
Yeah. Yep. This is professional grade work. It's just not Critique Arena winning work.
Yeah.
So, and I'd say all Critique Arena winners are professional grade work, but not all professional grade work is Critique Arena winners.
There you go.
All right.
Really nice piece.
Now
Okay.
we are at the next phase of our Critique Arena, and that is the competitors, our top 16. Give it up for them. These people have worked hard. They've done some amazing work, and here they are.
All right. Nice piece.
Yep. Get a good hard look at these because you're going to be voting on them real soon. Okay, we'll give them each their space, each a little bit of time. Lots of, again, pay close attention to which ones are telling good stories, which ones are crafted really well. I gotta say, and that first one with the dog one, have you ever taken your dog through the car wash?
It's so true, isn't it?
They hate it.
I know. I related to that one as soon as I first saw it.
Love the giant fish idea. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Here we got some. If it's not Harry Potter fan art, it's definitely inspired by Harry Potter. Got the sweater, got the hat, little pattern on the hat.
Lots of fun illustrations.
Do we dock points for spelling errors? Will?
No, we don't know how to spell.
Okay.
We're illustrators.
You don't have to spell. The funny thing is maybe that's intentional. Maybe the Sloth Travel Agency doesn't check their spelling before it goes to print. So it was like on purpose. This has it almost has like a YA graphic novel vibe to it.
It really does. Yeah. I really like that one.
I'm surprised when I looked at the top 16 and the honorable mentions, surprised we only got like one tornado out of them all.
Yeah.
Lots of storm clouds, lots of lightning, lots of rain, but you would have thought we had more tornadoes. And maybe last month we said, if all you do is a tornado, you're not gonna make it. So you have to judge well. Cool work on the patterns here. It's it's that little extra mile that really makes it.
Mm-hmm. Lisa, I bet Jake will like this one.
Oh, there's another tornado.
He was thinking of you. Yeah.
I like all that line work. It's a lot of line work. It has a Jumanji vibe to it.
Yeah.
Josh Lewis. It's not his first time in top 16. I think he's actually won Critique Arena before.
Mm-hmm.
Like this has a venture vibe to it, which is really neat.
I thought this was a fun idea. There were two people that had this kind of an idea.
Yeah. Man, look at the shatter on that pencil. That is not just a ksh, that's a good job in expressions too.
Yep.
This one's fun.
Yeah, it was a really fun piece.
Can't say too much about these because we don't want to sway the vote. you
Right.
know?
Other than they're all really well
Well,
done.
there's a reason every single one of these made the top 16. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You can tell, and it's true. It's funny how we got the Lee White styles, the Will Terry styles, and the Jake Parker styles. I shouldn't say the ones that we're drawn towards.
We see ourselves in those styles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Lee White one for sure. All right, and last one by Kim Rosenloff. No stranger to Critique Arena, no stranger to the top 16.
Yeah.
Good to have her here. All right, did everybody get a good look? Do you feel like you can vote on these now that you've seen them all? Give me a emoji in the chat. You want one more skim? Yep, works too. You don't have to give me an emoji. Okay, we're gonna go through one more time from the bottom to the top.
All right. Going fast.
Okay, good look at these. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to choose. Do you already know which one's gonna win, Will?
Nope. I have no idea.
You know, it'd be kind of fun thing to do next time.
A lot of what happens, I think, is that it's who they're paired up against.
Yeah.
And we would have different outcomes based on the pairings. Which
All
is
right, time to enter the
unfortunate,
arena.
but the only way we can do it. Yeah. All right, we're in. Oh boy, here we go.
In the arena.
Okay, you guys, time to vote.
They're going the distance. We've got Holly Williamson versus Amanda Lowe. We need to add a little more announcement style to it. Okay, I'm launching this poll. You guys got 30 seconds. We got 109 people here today. My gosh, Will.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Tornadoes versus dogs. Who will win? You know, when I think about our unwritten rules of Critique Arena,
Yeah.
what is it? Cute wins.
Yeah.
Story is essential.
Right. That's written though.
That is written. And color always works. Like if it's a black and white or a limited color
Helps a
versus
lot, yeah.
bright colors, those help.
Yeah. So going in monochrome or going in black and white, you're kind of saying, I think I can win despite with like one arm or one.
Right. I could
paintbrush
box
tied
with one
behind my
arm.
back.
Okay, I'm in this poll. We got 94% participation rate, and there you
All right.
have it. 76% voted for B.
Amanda. All right.
We also, it's funny too how sometimes we'll get all B's winning or all A's are winning, and then the next round all B's will win. It's really weird. Okay. Next up, we have Griffin Mcpherson versus Jeremiah Brown.
I see why you paired these two.
Yeah. We don't want to give someone a disadvantage of going color
round.
against no color. Eugene says heart says B, head says A. Heart says B, head says A. That's such a good observation. So one of these is appealing to the head, one is appealing to the heart. Which one will? Will you follow your heart or your head or your gut? What's your gut say? What's your elbow say? No one ever follows their elbow.
We didn't say anything about the first one, Lee.
No, we're gonna just burn through all these, and then we're gonna go back and give each one of them our critique.
Okay.
That's the way we're rolling now. Okay, I'm in this poll, you guys. I'm gonna share the results.
All right. Hey.
Even though 88% of you voted this time, we got to get over 90. We got to get a couple more of you voting every time. So Jeremiah Brown wins.
I wonder. Yeah, we'll never
voted
know
with
the
your
answer.
head.
But if Jeremiah had colored it, would it have swayed the
If
voters?
we color it, well, we don't want to sway the next vote, do we? We don't want to say too many ifs, ands, or buts. All right, you guys ready for this? We're shooting for 90% participation rate. I know some people are against voting and feel like voting's rigged anyway, but we still need your votes in Critique Arena. Okay, drop your sandwich, get ready, and vote. We've got JT Sankowski, is that how you say it? Versus Andrea Zubskin. Both playful. Both playful.
Uh-oh, they lost the poll. So the poll went out.
Okay, I'm relaunching it. See if you can see it now.
Whoa.
There we go.
All these comments came through at the same time. Poll's
gone. The poll went away.
My vote was suppressed.
Story. 2 participants raised their hand. We got to check and see what's going on there.
I think that you took it away from them just to make them want it more.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Did it go away again?
No, it's still, is it still there?
Jen says it went away again. How about for the rest of you? Do you have the poll?
We got 96% voting rate. So I'm
Okay,
gonna
Don,
end the
but
poll.
voted.
That's almost everybody.
I voted. Okay, I think it's, yeah.
Can you see the results?
Yeah, B.
B wins. Okay.
All right.
Next one, we've got Catherine
versus Kim.
Tyson versus Rosenloff. Now, if that doesn't sound like a boxing match, I don't know what does. Okay, you ready for this, guys? I'm relaunching the poll. And here we go. We've got 111 people here. And bam, 90 of you have voted already. This is impressive. You guys are really getting in there and voting.
This one's
Can we
hard.
get
They're
100%
completely different,
voted?
Laura says. Yeah.
All right, I'm ending the poll. We got 93% participation. Someone's probably stood up for just a minute. They missed it. So here we go. Sharing the results.
All right, B
And
moves on.
B wins. So for the top row, if you were B, you had an unfair advantage, seems like.
Interesting.
Okay, there's our first bracket. B's all across the board.
All right.
I actually really liked JT's. I'm bummed that one didn't make it.
It's got some
That
fun.
looks like this would be really good for like licensing art, you know. You could use the pattern and stuff for so many things. Okay, let's go this way. Josh, the Joshes.
Josh is pitted against each other, forced to do battle.
2 Joshes pitted against each other.
2 Joshes enter, 1 Josh leaves.
All right. I know some people only vote Josh, and so it doesn't matter who they're up against. If it's a Josh, they're voting, and this time they're actually gonna have to make a decision.
Gosh, I can't believe which one will win here.
I'm just joshing you. All right.
All right.
What's gonna win? Both have like both Joshes really know how to do expression and color.
Yeah. This is a tough one.
This is a tough one. Okay. 91% of you have voted. I'm gonna end this poll. We're gonna share these results. And I told you Josh was gonna win. I knew it. I knew Josh would win. Called that one. Good job. Good job, Josh. Sorry, Josh Lewis. Next time.
Good job, Josh, but sorry, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're doing animals in the rain against each other. Angela versus Aurelia. You ready for this? Here we go. Relaunching the poll now. Boom.
There it is.
Again, do not let spelling sway your vote. This is not about spelling. This is about story, character, color, composition, how it makes you feel.
Mm-hmm.
And 89% have voted, waiting for
You want to always
more
hit
of you
90? Is that what you do?
what's that?
You always try to hit 90?
Always try to hit 90. I want
By
a
the-
good chunk.
By the way, it does not allow us to vote in case anyone was wondering.
Yeah, we don't.
I try to vote.
All
and it
right,
says host cannot vote.
sharing the results. And B wins.
All right. B's going to
So-
move on.
Josh White was able to break the B streak and become an A that wins, but now we're into B's. Now B's are winning again.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We got Anna versus Jacqueline.
Anna versus Jacqueline Wong.
Kind of both have that kind of Asian feel too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, relaunching the poll here. Let's see what you guys think. Let's see what you think. This is a tough one.
Yeah.
Good lighting on both of them. Good texture on both of
Cats.
them.
Both have cats.
Both have cats.
Both don't have teacups.
No. What's that saying? A storm in a teacup? What does that mean? It means
It means sailor's delight.
I've only sailed twice
Uh-huh.
in my life. Will you still okay? I'm winning the poll. We got 92%. And sharing the results. And
All right. Another
Anna
A.
wins. Another A. Another A. There you go. All right.
All right.
In this corner, we have Asia Seward against Kate Presley. Oh boy. My wife's rolling her eyes. Hear me. Did I share the results? I shared the results, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Relaunching the poll. You ready for this? Everybody?
All right. Vote your truth.
Kate Presley. These are both top 16ers too, right? I feel like we've seen them around.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
No strangers. All right. Voting is over. 93% participation rate. That's good enough for me. Sharing the results. And it is a runaway
All right.
success.
So B takes it.
Kate's takes a huge lead. We
All right. Now
obviously don't have enough Harry Potter fans in the voting mix today.
we're in the round twos now.
Round 2. Let's go to the top. Congrats on everybody. Also, look at this. only 2 A's in that whole bunch.
Today was a good day to be a B.
Good day to be a B.
All right.
Okay.
Very different styles.
Jeremiah versus Amanda Lowe. You guys ready for this? Here we go. Your fingers are hovering over the button. We've got, now it's unmatched. We've got color versus black and white, but we have amazing line work versus paint.
Kevin says, don't be a B to other people, though. Good stuff, Kevin.
But don't be a B.
B and A.
You don't want to be an A to other people too, right?
No.
You want to be awesome to other people,
You want to be an M.
and you want to make people feel beautiful. That's what the A and B stands for.
You
Awesome
want to be an
and
M.
beautiful. Okay, I'm ending the poll.
You're not
Sharing
fighting.
these results. A wins. Jeremiah, you had a good run. You had a really good run. We're going to look at it closer
Really
again,
nice.
but where are we at? Here we go.
All right. Ooh.
Andrea versus
Easy
Kim.
Okay. Now this is a tough one.
This is a tough one.
What does M stand for in the Jewish community? Mensch. Be a mensch.
All right. Ooh, man, this is really close. It's fun watching. So we have, like, on my end, there's 2 bars and they're just going like this. Like Kim pulls up into the front and then Andrea pulls past and then Kim, and we're at 88% have voted. I'm going to need 3 more of you to vote to get us over 90%, 3 more percentage. So yes, you have walked away from the computer. Turn around, come back. Need you voting.
Some of them had to go to the bathroom.
1 more.
Just taking.
We're waiting for you. Yes, we're waiting for you. Adam says the theme doesn't seem to matter much. Why have a theme? Oh, Adam. Can you imagine if we just said, do whatever you want? I'm ending the poll.
But Adam, I'm more in your camp in that I like a more specific prompt. Hey,
54 to 46.
That was tough.
That was a close one.
Jake, do
That was
me
a
a
brutal
solid.
match.
Run a poll
Yeah.
that asks, do you guys like a single word prompt A, or a more specific phrase or narrative prompt B?
Okay.
Will you run that?
Should we pause
yeah,
Critique Arena right
just
now
run
and
a
do
poll
that?
real quick.
Okay. So A is what? No prompt?
One word. No, one
Oh.
word prompt.
Okay. A is 1 word prompt. And what was B?
A narrative, like a
Narrative.
like a sentence or two.
Sally's dog did not want to get in the car. Okay, we're gonna launch another poll. See what you guys think about that. You ready for this?
Let us know.
Let us
I'm
know.
more
what you
I'm more
want.
in the narrative camp, and I think Lee's more in the single word, and I don't know where Jake lines up. Jake's 50-50. He'll be the diplomat.
I'm the same way in like everything. You don't know where I land
speak
politically.
for you.
You don't know where I land.
I-
As far as what sandwich I like. Okay, I'm ending the poll.
A lot
Will,
of people are saying they like to alternate. That would be
this.
letter C.
Look at
I have
this.
50. Wow. So we're doing it right then. We're bouncing back and forth. And that's
we're doing
what
all right.
That's what a lot of people are saying. Sonny says mold sandwich.
Claudia says
I don't know what that
she likes both, but prefers B by a little bit. She's that 1% that voted over.
I feel you. That was Claudia. Yeah. Claudia's onto something there. B is slightly better than A on that one.
All right, here we go. Another
Okay.
tough one. Aurelia versus Josh. And let's see it. Launching this poll. 90%. You know, we had we peaked at 111 people. Now we're at 108 people here. So doing that, asking that question about what prompt you like, lost 3 people. They're like, I'm out of here.
They're like, I'm done. I'm not doing your work for you guys.
Okay. And ending the poll now, we got 93% rate, share results, and B wins it.
Nice.
Man.
All right.
Now this is the match.
Yep.
This one's going to be difficult to pick.
It's funny.
Sarah says we should get a noun and a verb, and that's it. So it would be like
interesting.
Running koala.
That might be a fun way to do it.
Yeah.
What about a noun, verb, and adjective?
Running naked koala.
That's the wrong adjective.
Okay,
I don't want to see that illustration. Running graduate.
Keep it PG.
Koala.
Running. Let's keep it.
Running stinky koala. We'll go back to junior high. Running stinky koala.
Running stinking koala. Cats versus creatures in the wood. Cute cats versus scary creatures in the woods. What do you guys pick? Okay, I'm ending the poll. 95% of you have voted, so that's pretty darn good. Share results.
Wow.
A in a landslide. 73%. Whoa. Push the wrong
Getting
button.
seasick.
Speaking of seasick, do you still want to get a catamaran? Well,
The
that dream is
that's dead.
completely. Will it ever be revived?
Nope.
Would you want to rent one for like a summer?
Yeah. No, rent one for sure.
Rent one for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, you guys, this is where it comes down to. These are the finals.
Christopher says, "Dog eat dog." Dog eat puppy.
That's right. This is the finals.
Oh, this is a toughie. Gosh, which one would I vote for on this one? They're both really good ideas, and they're both really well executed. I would flip a coin. I would get a coin out. I would flip it. And then I would still hate putting the answer in, but I would do it. I would do what the coin said.
It's a 90% participation rate. If we get, and right now, okay, I'm ending it.
Okay, what do you get? Ooh. Oh, wow.
We got to do a revote, you guys.
Because why? Well, she won by 1, right?
No, it's 50-50.
Mine says 51. Oh, no. What? It says 51 out of 103 and 52 out of 103.
Oh, so it really is down to one person.
Yeah. So mine says A is 51 out of 103 and B is 52 out of 103. But the percentage is the same because of that slight discrepancy.
Yeah. So it really is like a 49.5.
I think you have to give it
50.5.
I think you have to give it to Kim because what do you guys think? We shouldn't revote because Kim won, right?
Tie.
You guys break the tie. Should we break the tie?
No, they say
they're
Kim
all saying
because
Kim.
one person.
I don't know how you take it away and revote and then do it again.
Yeah.
I mean, technically 52 to 51 is a win.
No, okay. So either people are saying it's a tie or people are saying Kim wins because she actually got one more vote than the other
Got
person.
one extra vote. You got to go by the votes.
We got to go by the vote.
Every vote counts, Andrea says. Yeah.
Every vote counts.
Otherwise, your votes don't count.
That is a heartbreaker for Amanda.
That's why it's so important to vote.
That's why you got to vote, people.
Yep. Who was the last person to vote for Kim?
Who's the person that didn't vote? That's what I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Voting is more important than sandwiches. That's right, Sarah. I've said that a lot now. Put down your sandwich and go vote. Voting is more important than sandwiches. Now take a bite of your sandwich right now because we're not voting.
Yeah, you can.
But now
Load up now.
put it down. Andrea says she ate her sandwich and voted. So that's possible too.
Put down your
She's a
sandwich.
one-hander sandwich eater, which is pretty impressive.
We're gonna
I have
start,
to have both hands.
We'll start an SVS slang phrase that makes it out in the mainstream. Put down your sandwich. Come on.
Laura does have a good point. She says all 4 finalists are great. Any one of them could win. It's true. And that's why I feel bad for the second placers. It's sad. Okay, you guys ready?
All right, here you go.
Here we go. This really is a fierce battle because we have essentially atmosphere versus emotion.
Yep. All right.
Joel says School of Voting and Sandwiches, SVS. Oh, that's what it stands for. That's right.
There's
SVS
nothing like a good sandwich, though.
School vote sandwich.
In order to have a good sandwich, doesn't it have to be on toasted bread? Do you guys think?
It depends on the bread. Every bread does taste better toasted.
Except,
so you're right.
except
But it can't be
peanut
too
butter and
toasted.
jelly. I would not. I have toasted a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but I think I would opt for the soft bread that's no good for you. But I don't eat bread anymore, so I don't get that. A lot of people are saying toasted.
Hey, good job showing up. 96% voted.
bread
4
is
people didn't vote. So that's really good. 4 people love their sandwiches more than they're voting. I understand.
That's funny.
Winning the
Raw
poll.
bread. Have you ever thought about it like that?
You guys voted for atmosphere over emotion. So
All right.
congratulations.
Good job.
We have our winners, Kim and Kate. You guys took it. Proud of you guys.
Nice.
I'm really proud of
Well
you guys. This is
done.
amazing. And it's always, you know what we should do? We should have an envelope where we put the ones we think will win. And then at the very end, we
Oh.
open up that envelope digitally and we
That's
show
a good
you.
idea.
And if you guys pick the ones we picked, they should get like a bonus or something.
Yeah, that's cool. Pizza party.
We'll do that next time. We'll do that for Rabbit Road Race.
That would be
That
fun.
sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations, you two. And everybody, a round of applause, clap emoji for our runners up. Amanda with this really fun, cute idea. Love those doggies.
Yep.
And Josh with this.
Great idea. Josh White.
I like the shadows and everything.
Yeah.
Really fun.
Okay.
All right. Let's go over our
What we think could make them better, huh?
yeah.
Okay.
Let me there it was. Dang it. I'm going too fast. Okay, here we go. Top 16. Let's look at these guys.
Time to enter the arena again.
Time to exit the arena.
Okay.
All right. Critique on this. Amanda. Yeah. It's great.
Yeah,
It
it really is.
There's
only-
nothing.
The only thing I think you might consider
Mhm.
is I hate to say this because I know she did this intentionally, and it's probably the right thing to do. I was going to say craftsmanship on edges on the car, but I mean,
Oh,
she's making them looser because it's further away, and that makes us focus more on the main characters. So, yeah, I think it's
yeah, yeah. A little more detail on that car.
maybe just a
Some
little more.
seams, some line work. A door handle. That would help it because, and maybe a little bit more rendering in these fans because maybe it's cropped a little too tight.
One thing that might actually make it better, that could have made it win, and I don't know if this would have done it or not, but like some dogs really freak out to where they're, I mean, you could have them like really freaking out in there and bouncing off the walls, and you'd have to go the comical route, or else it'd be too
I don't know. I think
traumatizing.
I'm gonna push back against that one.
You don't like that?
No.
My dog always got down on the floor.
Yeah. Bubbles could make it a little bit.
Just huddle
think-
down on the floor.
I think that might be what it is if making the washing stuff a little more defined. That would be good. All right.
Yeah, and everyone would do it a little different. I would make the dogs like bouncing off the walls and going nuts for the comedic
Yeah.
action, make it more interesting route, but that's
But
not
it's
to say
like-
that's right.
Yeah. I mean, they're coming home from the dogs, they were out of town. They went camping. The car's dirty. They couldn't wait to pick up their dogs from the dog sitter. So all the dogs are in the car for the dog sitter. And then they're like, let's wash this car while we're out. We don't want to like go home and then go back, and we're driving past the car wash anyway. So that's how you got all these dogs in the car wash at the same time.
Right.
The story. Okay.
Great story. Nice
I don't know if
fantasy,
that's
Jay.
the real story or not.
I'm glad to have you back now. Okay. All right.
Andrea, one thing I don't quite understand are what are these three things?
Yeah, I don't know either.
So Andrea, she knows how to draw the interior of a car.
Yeah,
We've got door handles.
there's
We've
good
got,
detail on that one.
a little bit of texture and stuff. What's
This was
really fun about
this
this
was
too
me,
is
by the way. There were a lot of times in my childhood where this was me. I related to this one right away.
that you'd try to go to Waterworld and it was raining.
Well, or try to do something outside that you couldn't do when it was raining,
Yeah.
Um,
I did
and-
not have this problem growing up in Arizona.
I grew up in Maryland and it rains a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what critique do you got for this one? I want to say that you can do stormy and you can do dark without it being so dark.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
just want a little bit more contrast out
Yeah,
there. in the
I would agree with
background.
that. My big critique on this is color. You've got these reds. You got to be careful with your reds on the edges of the painting, but the main character doesn't have any red. I'd have made his shorts red and made the ball and the water noodle blues and stuff to really put the focal point on him more.
I mean, if there's a lightning strike, he's going to be getting some real brightness on these edges here.
Yeah.
you know.
Can you really quick just block out those colors
Which colors?
with like a purple or blue on the ball and the water noodle?
Yeah, and do
And
what with them?
And then make his shorts red.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just paint. Yeah, just change that.
And then do what with these?
Just paint over them with blue on the noodle. No, not that, on the water noodle. Yeah, just to knock that red out of there and put the focus on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on the ball too. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that does make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. This one was out of all of them, it was fine. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad.
Right.
It was just fine. And I think what you're going to want to do with this one, I think what really could make it sing is having a little bit more, like, you could go lighter in certain areas, really just have it feel like there's some glowiness happening here, and I think
Mhm.
too, as far as this character design, like, just having like playing with the proportions a little bit more. And now it looks like a hamster, but usually you want to have like head to body for cuteness, head to body ratio being 1-to-1.
Yeah.
And those are the worst eyes.
What I like about this one is that it's it's I'm happy in the rain, and
Yeah.
it's a kind of a simple statement that usually rain makes you gloomy, but this is a little bright spot in the rain. My critique would be in the drawing of the objects, like the cork. I think that's a cork
Mm-hmm.
that his feet are up on. Like, we got to draw that a little bit more. We got to really do some things that will really make it look like it's a cork, and define the edge, just
Something like that.
a little more. The trash can or whatever that is,
It's like a lid, like a bottle lid.
a bottle cap. It's got to be, especially if you're drawing things that are normally small but are being used as a big object. You
Kind
gotta
of
draw them
think
really well.
maybe this should, like, you should have a little bit more room there too. Have a little bit more room in here. This is like really crowded.
Yeah, give him the space so he's not cramped in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, it's the little things, you guys. Sometimes it's just designing and crafting your space, your composition before you start on the painting. I really like this one a lot. I wanted to see the boat at a more severe angle. As I was telling Lee,
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see a different angle on this where the boat's really being tossed. Because right now it's super stable in those waves. They really don't have a whole lot to worry about, other than there's a big fish and it bumped the boat and stuff. And I like the idea of it knocking the other fish in. I'd love to see the fish net, because they're huge, be a lot bigger and a lot more fish spilling out over the side. This could be designed better, but it is designed really well right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to watch out for stuff like this too. Like, you have this repeating pattern here,
Yeah.
and maybe it's like,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
You've got
then a
like a
big,
swirl
huge
here,
one,
and then a tinier swirl, and a
And maybe
tiny
one that crops out, that goes clear from one corner. I mean, like, even bigger than that.
Yeah.
Like, huge. Yeah.
It'd be cool if, like, the tail was doing like this.
Yeah.
It's always difficult too to, like, have a
Cover up your
character's back
character.
facing us. Sometimes with illustration, you have to think like it's a play, like it's a theatrical thing.
Yeah.
So maybe you have, like,
Having
the cat looking forward, like, ah.
maybe one cat is holding on for dear life, with legs spread wide for stability.
Yeah.
But like, it's a great idea for the prompt.
Yeah.
I liked it right away for that.
Okay.
this
So-
this one I think needs a little more story.
Mhm.
To give us a little bit more understanding of what's going on, to make it more interesting.
Yeah.
I think that would help this one, and maybe might be the reason why it didn't make it all the way. You know, I mean, I think a lot of our students are really looking for a little bit more story, a little more complex idea.
Yeah.
And
I would say this too, like have this thing like really flying away.
yeah,
And then the cat, you can't tell it's a cat, so you want to have you could tell it's a cat, but you can't tell where the cat's head is. So you want to have it like something like that, you know?
uh-huh.
I think that would help. You need a little more contrast here with the broom. So
I
just
like the idea of the cat having a prehensile tail.
yeah.
Fun.
Maybe too, like maybe she's more like this.
Uh-huh.
She's not wrapped around like that, but like she's holding on and it's like,
Uh-huh.
oh
My
no.
hat!
And her hair is like going like that.
Yeah.
See all this.
She's a punk rocker, so one side of her head shaved.
Yeah. Here.
So I'm sorry, I'm making fun of you're doing great,
Thank you, Will.
better than me, better than I would do. I
So
had
right there,
no
this
reason
is
to
like
mock you at all, yet I can't resist.
it's animated now.
Yeah,
But you want to show the most extreme like pose. This is like just the start of when the hat,
yeah.
and this is like
And now you're making that more story, like
yeah.
that we cannot lose that hat.
Mhm.
That's a way more important hat.
Right. Okay. This one, I think the reason it lost was because that's supposed to be a U. Okay, now
You're really hung up on that, aren't you?
I am.
No, I think this one lost because it didn't have enough story also.
Yeah, not
I
enough
really
story.
think that the clever ideas are going to win. So I'll go back to my standby. If you think you have a good idea, you don't have a good idea. You have to know you have a good idea, and you'll know it when you come up with it, because you'll go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I get to paint this. This is
Yeah.
an amazing idea.
Yeah.
So you have to keep sorting through and sifting through ideas until you get to that. And I actually created a class at SVS Learn on coming up with great story ideas. Anyway, that gives you some ways of coming up with a great story idea. And that's super helpful. And some of you might be asking, well, why'd you pick it for the top 16 if it didn't have a great story? To be completely transparent and honest with you guys, we didn't have 16 with great stories. To be honest, we did not have
That's right.
16 with great stories. So there's a lot of room for you guys to bump up into the 16 if you spend the time on developing a really good visual story. That's the name of the class, is developing great visual stories.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, Austin put it in there. Yeah, great.
So the thing I don't quite understand here too is like, was this guy selling bare essentials and then the storm came, or is he like, it's a storm, I love selling my stuff, so I'm going to try and go out and sell them anyway?
Well, you got caught out, you know.
I didn't realize that. I thought he was like, hey, it's a storm, I'm still going to try and sell stuff. I'm so entrepreneurial, I don't care about weather. So that's not super
to
clear
me. The story is he's, it started raining on him while he's selling his stuff, and he's really fighting with that umbrella, and there's a struggle there, and there is tension, and we've all been caught out before. And so it's interesting on that level. And, fighting with an umbrella is never fun. And
Yeah. So how about the umbrella? Here, the umbrella is like turned inside out. His light, is still connected, but it's like, flipped up in the air or something like that. He's trying to hold on to that. I think the pose could be a little bit better. Like,
while you're doing that, Catherine says she thinks that it could be a better story if he were the travel agent. And I agree. It's like we've got this travel agency there that's really an important part of the picture. So how can we incorporate that?
the sign, if the wind's going this way, the sign's not going to be falling over this way.
Yeah.
The sign's going to be like just barely hanging on a thread.
When I'm trying to come up with an idea, if I have any doubts at all on my story that it's going to not, if I don't think it's going to be super interesting, or if I'm worried that it might not be interesting, I keep going on trying to find that really fun idea.
Yeah. So I think you need to have like, this isn't sad. This,
Yeah.
all these things flying off.
Things.
That's like upsetting. All right. This one, remember, people were like voting with their heart versus voting with their brain.
Right.
This one is it's such a good like really captures that teenage moment where it's like, do we like each other? Does she like me? Does he like her?
I really like this one for that. It's so subtle. The drawing is so carefully done, and that's really, really tough to do, to pull that off. And again, you guys, when you're focusing on your stories, it's either action or emotion or both. And that is what's really going to draw people in. And so, Jake, you were just drawing the action, right? To spice up that last one. And in this one, it's all focused on the emotion, and that we can all go back to that time where we had crushes on someone, or someone might have had a crush on us, or we didn't know if someone wanted to be our friend or liked us, or how they really felt. Oh, that's
I just think you need a little more contrast.
Yeah, that's stronger.
Maybe even they're like,
yeah.
I think if you did that.
Yeah. You could do an editorial thing on this too, where you have like just a small little warm spot coming from both of their chests, like what I'm saying? Like, like their heart kind of a thing. You know how your heart flutters when you're back in that time?
Yeah, I do. Your heart still flutters. Well,
yeah, it does.
After 20 some odd years of marriage, right?
I've only been married for not even 3 years yet.
Our anniversary is on Saturday. So I think too, just a little more contrast. See?
Yeah. Really nice piece. I thought one thing that might make this one stronger would be to show the rest of the kids. Like you'd have to make it into like a horizontal, but like showing the house and the other kids that are at the party. Maybe they're hunkered down together somewhere else, but these two are kind of caught off by themselves, to show the contrast of the fact that they're finally alone together and having a moment.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Yep.
So just nice. More contrast. And I think you're good. you're good to go on that one.
Yep.
All right, tornado time. This one, it has story, but it's not like a story we've never seen before.
Yeah. So this would be, I mean, like this is, you could say it's definitely a narration, right?
Uh-huh.
Of from the right straight out of the Wizard of Oz, right? I mean, that's what it is, I think,
Yeah.
right? So where I would, to make this more interesting, I think you need to design it in a way where we can see Dorothy and Toto closer. So and there's a lot of ways to do that. But they're so far away that we end up not being able to be involved in their plight as much.
Yeah. Yep. Because really, I only noticed this like secondary.
Yeah.
First is this point of contrast here. Where
I
I'm just
think
seeing
if
this
I were
stuff.
redesigning this one, redoing a draw over, I think I'd experiment with putting the house down in. I think somebody said that, with the house be coming out of the top. And I think what Allison means is I would put the house coming out of the tornado.
Mhm.
And so that their window could be rotated. If we rotated that house rotate it to the left and rotate it backwards so that the window was closer to us.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, okay, so you're moving on to Jacqueline.
We got to hurry up because
I know we're way over time. We
way
always
over
are.
time.
This one's super nice. There's a lot of fun stuff going on here. A lot of nice attention to detail. And a very unexpected solution to storm. The whole tempest in a teacup idea.
Yeah. I want to say too, like, I'm not sure we need this extra teapot right here. I know, like, the shelves, there's a ton of it. Like, maybe this one is kind of off panel, like that one more so. So we're just really looking at that one. It comes down to composition, I think.
Yeah, bring that one forward, maybe a little more.
You could move this one over and not have the storm obscuring the face of the cat so much. I think that would work.
Mm-hmm.
This one just needs color.
And a really good value pattern. Like if you gave this to 100 illustrators, you'd get different lighting scenarios. Some would be better than others.
Mm-hmm.
That's where this one comes down to, is how can you pull it off with the stronger values.
Right. You could do like make him darker.
You could make him the darkest and leave everything else. You could really focal point him and just make him super dark as one option. There's once when a drawing is done this well, there's so many options in how to pull it off.
Right. And then you have them lighter against background, so they read a lot better. That's already looking. If you can, the main thing with anytime you're doing any sort of composition, right? You want to have 1, 2, and 3. You want to have, and then you want to have like a white. Let me change it from multiply. Okay, so just divide it up into that. So you're going to have like, something like this.
Mm-hmm.
And you either want to have like the middle part be dark and the back part be white. So it really emphasizes that. And then you have these 3 levels of depth, Okay, Josh, I think you could have done like real bright with the lighting.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, it's pretty fun and impressive. I think it just gets a little muddy back here, so you're gonna
Well,
want.
you shouldn't. I don't. Color wise, I think you're introducing too many colors.
Yeah,
So, you're separating that monster in the background more with color than with value, and then the rim light isn't enough. So yeah, I would.
and then
I
I think too, just value wise, like
yeah,
you
yeah,
know, you can light up
yeah. Have him dark on light, but dark on dark doesn't work. And then you're trying to separate it with color rather than with value. Your painting should always work in a black and white with value structure first, and then the color comes after that. Um, the other big problem for me with this one, design wise, is that the monster and the kid are the same size. Jay,
mm,
can you select that kid and bird and the whole thing and make it bigger without covering up the monster? But yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I think that would make it stronger. When you have them both the same size, it's a competition between the two of them, design wise.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really rough job, but you can see all of a sudden, like it makes it work a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this one won.
Yeah. Super fun. Great idea. Nice
No,
execution.
this one was got in second place. See, it was right here.
Yeah.
Those were our winners. But one thing that really bugged me about this one was having this kid right there. Why not have him over here?
Yeah.
And just making that lightning bolt more, have its own space.
Uh-huh.
So just move that kid over. I think too, you could have a little bit more lighting on these faces as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay,
Nice piece.
and this one, I was bummed that it lost out so early.
It's so different and super fun, and the drawing's really nice.
yeah,
I think a lot of people probably didn't vote for it because they didn't. At least I'm speaking for myself. I would imagine that it's because it didn't really personify Storm as much as a lot of the others. But that's just a
it's
guess.
a very unique take on Storm, but
Yeah,
I mean this is really cool. Like
it
it's
really
a
is.
unique Storm. It's a zebra on balloons and a girl, like scientist girl, maybe capturing candy,
Yeah.
candy storm. I wouldn't change a single thing on this.
I
Slap
would.
that into
Well,
your
the thing
portfolio.
that I would like to see that I think would be more fun is to see the kids reacting to the candy falling. I think that could make it more fun and could have made it win.
Yeah.
If there was a redesign where there's this character raining down candy. I know she's trying to capture it, right?
Yeah.
But I think it'd be more fun to see kids like picking it up outside off the ground.
I think maybe two is just making these balloons like simple. Oops.
What if the balloons are made out of cotton candy? It's already a crazy piece.
Sorry about that. Just simplifying the balloons there a little bit for some of them because it's so busy up there.
Maybe one big, huge one that's overlapping those ones in the background.
Yeah. Then you just have like a little dot on them. Maybe that would help it. because that's really busy up there. But other than that, it's good. This one for a reason, and I wouldn't change a thing on it.
Super simple. You guys, sometimes the simple idea is all you need.
Mm-hmm. Won't spend too much time on that.
Yeah.
This one, it's the aftermath of the storm.
How far did this one
Compositionally,
make
it works.
What did this one make it to? I don't remember.
Wait, did this one? Let me see here. Wait, this one, oh, there it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, this one was one that we kind of put in there because we really liked the drawing. We really liked the painting, the execution, but the story didn't really, the story wasn't really up to where it needed to be. And
I mean, there's a story here for sure. Like if this, if you're reading a story, there's something happening here, but it isn't like
we're not in on it because we don't have the text to go with it.
Right.
And really for Critique Arena, it needs to be a standalone piece that tells the complete story.
Yeah.
So
really does.
But it is really cool. And we really liked it.
Maybe one thing would be interesting is to flip this bed around so that thing's back there. You move this over here. Because it's kind of weird that this is like moving our eye off the page.
Yeah.
Where if the bed is facing this way.
Well, if you were to flip that whole thing, the main character could be bigger and the reflection could be bigger.
Yeah. Like I just want to watch this.
You can't do the kind of flipping that I'm talking about, though.
Oh, yeah, I can. Hold on. There we go. It was on the wrong layer. So now we're over here like this, and it
brings us back in. Yeah.
Yeah, brings us back in.
Yeah, I was saying if you can't do this with Photoshop, but if you could flip the bed so that the headboard of the bed is in the background.
Yeah, that's a redraw.
Yeah.
And last but not least,
someday they'll have a Photoshop brush to redraw for us. This was just great, Kim. This is really great job. Great idea.
This reminds me of like before video games and like streaming.
Yeah.
Like it's stormy, you can't go outside, so you're inside doing things other than screens.
Yep.
And that makes me happy.
What parents wish for today?
One thing, just for the love of Pete, just make these match.
For the love of Pete.
One foot looks like it was well taken care of. The other foot looks like it's been run over by a car.
Which one would you match?
I would match this one. So
Yeah.
make this foot look like that foot.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
That's the worst we could come up with, Kim. That's pretty good.
Thank you for joining us for Critique Arena Storm. We will see you in August to go over. We'll see you in August to go over Rabbit Road Race.
Yeah.
I want to see race cars. I want to see bicycles. I want to see rabbits riding horses. I want to see people riding rabbits.
Rabbits riding rabbits.
Rabbits riding rabbits. Go. Maybe your assignment this weekend or this month while we're off, your assignment is to watch racing movies just to get an idea of what a scene from a story could be. So go watch Speed Racer, go watch Chariots of Fire.
Liz says go big. I think that's good advice.
Yeah.
Well,
and we'll do if we remember, we'll do the envelope thing. We'll pick our we'll pick the ones we think are going to win, and then we'll open them up after you guys vote. And then if they match, will pay the winners $50 out of pocket. He's good on that.
I'll get a Venmo from Jake.
Yeah. No, we'll try that though. Go watch Ford versus Ferrari.
Oh yeah.
That was a good one.
That was a great movie too.
All right.
All right.
That's it for today, guys. See you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.